Like and subscribe. The Facts Drone.
Top 10 biggest bodybuilders in the world. If you are a fan of bodybuilding, you probably know some of the most famous names in the sport. But do you know who are the biggest bodybuilders ever? I mean, the ones who have achieved an incredible level of muscle mass and size that makes them stand out from the rest. Who are the giants that have pushed the limits of human muscle mass and size? Today, we will rank the top 10 biggest bodybuilders ever based on their height, weight, and measurements. These are the guys who have pushed the limits of human potential and have inspired millions of people around the world. 10. Jean-Pierre Fou. Starting our list is Jean-Pierre Fou, a Swiss bodybuilder who competed in the 1990s and early 2000s. He was known for his massive physique and impressive conditioning. He stood at 6'11" and weighed around 300 lbs in his prime. His best placing was 6th at the 1997 Mr. Olympia and 5th at the 1998 Arnold Classic. Unfortunately, his career was cut short by a horrific leg injury during a photo shoot in 1999, which left him unable to walk for months. He recovered and made a comeback in 2002, but he never regained his former glory. 9. Roelie Winkelaar. Next up is Roelie Winkelaar, a Dutch bodybuilder who is currently competing in the IFBB Pro League. He is one of the most popular bodybuilders today thanks to his freaky size and shape. He has huge arms, shoulders, chest, and back, as well as a tiny waist and ripped abs. He is 5'5" tall and weighs around 285 lbs on stage. His best placings are 3rd at the 2018 Mr. Olympia and 1st at the 2018 Arnold Classic Australia. He is also known for his friendly personality and his signature pose, the belly buster. 8. Lou Ferrigno. You may know him as the Incredible Hulk, but Lou Ferrigno was also a formidable bodybuilder in his own right. He was one of the main rivals of Arnold Schwarzenegger in the golden era of bodybuilding. He was also one of the tallest and heaviest bodybuilders ever, standing at 6'5" and weighing up to 315 lbs in his peak condition. His best placings were 2nd at the 1974 Mr. Olympia and 3rd at the 1975 Mr. Olympia. He retired from bodybuilding in 1994, but he made a brief comeback in 1992 and 1993, placing 12th and 10th, respectively, at the Mr. Olympia. 7. Günther Schlierkamp. Günther Schlierkamp is a German bodybuilder who competed from the late 1980s to the mid-2000s. He was known for his huge frame and symmetrical proportions. He was 6'1" tall and weighed around 300 lbs on stage. His best placings were 4th at the 2002 Mr. Olympia and 1st at the 2002 GNC Show of Strength, where he defeated Ronnie Coleman in a controversial decision. He also appeared in several movies, such as Beerfest and Gladiator. 6. Paul Dillett. Paul Dillett is a Canadian bodybuilder who competed in the 1990s and early 2000s. He was one of the most massive bodybuilders ever, with enormous muscles and veins all over his body. He was nicknamed Freakenstein for his freaky appearance. He was 6 tall and weighed around 310 lbs on stage. His best placings were 6th at the 1993 Mr. Olympia and 4th at the 1999 Arnold Classic. He retired from bodybuilding in 2006 after suffering a heart attack during a contest. 5. Markus Rühl. Markus Rühl is a German bodybuilder who competed in the late 90s and early 2000s. He is known for his massive upper body, especially his chest and shoulders, which are among the biggest in bodybuilding history. He has a height of 5'10" and a competition weight of around 310 lbs on stage, with a chest measurement of 62 inches and an arm measurement of 25 inches. He had some of the biggest shoulders chest, arms, and traps ever seen on a bodybuilder. He won several pro shows, including the Night of Champions and the Toronto Pro, and placed as high as 5th at the Mr. Olympia in 2004. 4. Dorian Yates. Dorian Yates is a British bodybuilder who dominated the sport in the 90s, winning 6 consecutive Mr. Olympia titles from 1992 to 1997. He is regarded as one of the best bodybuilders of all time and the pioneer of the mass monster era. He has a height of 5'10" and a competition weight of around 270 libs, with a chest measurement of 58 inches and an arm measurement of 21 inches. He was known for his extreme training intensity and his grainy and dense physique, which earned him the nickname The Shadow. 3. Big Ramy. Mamdou Elspieh, better known as Big Ramy, is an Egyptian bodybuilder who is the current Mr. Olympia champion, having won the title in 2020. He is one of the most massive bodybuilders ever, with a height of 5'9" and a competitive weight of around 300 libs, with a chest measurement of 60 inches and an arm measurement of 24 inches. He has an incredible combination of size, symmetry, and conditioning, which makes him a formidable competitor on any stage. 2. Ronnie Coleman. Ronnie Coleman is an American bodybuilder who is widely considered as the greatest bodybuilder of all time, having won 8 Mr. Olympia titles from 1998 to 2005. He is also one of the biggest bodybuilders ever, with a height of 5'11" and a competition weight of around 300 lbs, with a chest measurement of 58 inches and an arm measurement of 24 inches. He was known for his freaky muscularity and his unbelievable strength, which allowed him to lift weights that most people can only dream of. 1. Greg Kovacs. Greg Kovacs is a Canadian bodybuilder who competed in the late 90s and early 2000s. He is arguably the biggest bodybuilder ever, with a height of 6.4 and an off-season weight of over 400 lbs, with a chest measurement of 70 inches and an arm measurement of 27 inches. He was so huge that he had to custom make his clothes and shoes, and he could barely fit in a car or a plane seat. He never achieved much success in pro competitions, but he was a sensation among fans and media for his sheer size and freakiness. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for daily updates.